Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday, guys. Market's getting spicy. Folks are getting emotional. Mr. Tyler, I do not believe you are a channel member, my friend. But he said, when moon, man? I don't know. I have no idea. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining me. No matter what, at the end of the day, let's get this bread. Hey, there we go. Thank you very much for your membership, Mr. Tyler. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Mr. Tyler submitting his guests early as a channel member. He's allowed to do so. Let's see. Mr. Tyler, though, I do have to specify, because I don't know if you were here, we did have a gentleman win a $20 prize the other day, and he disappeared for the remainder of the episode, which is fine. But if you, I have established a rule that if you win money and you are not here to claim the money, you can disappear and come back, but if the episode ends, you get nothing. Just so you're aware. So, hey! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Are we putting in our forever shorts? Why does my camera look all foggy and janky? Hang on. Does it look janky? Uno momento. Por favor. Or is it un momento? I'm sorry. Somebody recently told me it was un momento, which makes no sense to me. Because uno momento is one moment, is it not? Am I lying? Maybe I'm dumb. That's very possible. This is a crypto channel, guys. Let's talk about crypto. Bitcoin currently trading at $112,391 and 4 cents. Not a whole lot going on. A lot of people freaking out over the price, and it's the weekend. It's a weekend price action. Paper hands are selling. Number go down. We had a big run up, so we have a retrace down. 111,905. There we are. Let me make it green. There we go. Next. So we did break below our range that we were permitted to trade in from the market maker. 111,573. So I'm assuming either there's just so many bears that they can't contain them. 113,816. Or the market maker is doing this on purpose. For some other conspiratorial reason, which I'll get back to you at a later date with. 114,730. All right, here we go. This is going to be our little range that we're maybe going to stick around in for the next day or so. Let's check out chat. What's going on, everybody? Smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Billy said first. Giovanni said irresponsibly bought so much today. Nice. That's what we like to hear. Satoshi follower said if it goes lower this week, we cooked. I disagree. Philly said I thought next breakout wouldn't be until October. I actually don't mind that theory. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said I'm all DCA'd out. Alt season my ass. You got to do what you got to do. Pete said when moon, man. Fartcoin is about to close 6 straight freaking red days. Satoshi follower said dude, I DCA and I'm still down 30K. Yeah, that's how it goes. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said more like crumbs today. Tyler said, now, shut the F up and put my guess in. Giovanni said, damn, Tyler. Tyler goes, I donated back anyways. Satoshi follower said, if we don't get an alt season, we are all so effed. Flexes said Eric Trump be like, buy the Bitcoin and Ethereum dips. Makes me think it's going lower red August. Dude, that's literally, I think I quote tweeted that. And I was like, so We buy right now, it goes lower for 2-3 months, and then it comes back up, and it gets a little bit higher in like 3-4 months, and Eric Trump's gonna repost that and be like, told you. Like, that's literally what happened. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. Right here, he's like, buy the dips. And then it's gonna go way down here, and then it's gonna come up here, and it's gonna be like, I told you, and it's gonna be like 5%. What? I mean, I guess he didn't say buy the dip today. You know, if this is the dip that we're in, maybe it goes a little bit lower. So, I don't know. Plural, plausible deniability. It's there. You know, I mean, his dad's Donald Trump. He knows how to talk. So, what's interesting to me, we had this pink line marked on the Bitcoin chart that says old all-time high. We perfectly retested the old all-time high right now. That's not to say that we're gonna hold. We could literally break below it, dance around. We could go lower, whatever. But this should be a decent sized support. We are looking a little bit weak right now still. The 4-hour RSI is oversold. Let's go take a look at the daily really quick. Daily sitting on the 40, which is not bad actually. Last time we got down here, we bounced off of it. And that was our springboard. That was literally our springboard to get to 120. So, is history going to repeat? Because it very easily could. And look at this. Even right here. Same thing. Right below 40. Springboard to get to 110. I'm just saying. Gotta pay attention, guys. Flexa said trying to time the bottom. Help me, JJ. Just buy the dips, man. In order to time the bottom, you have to perfectly buy the bottom. It's really easy. It's really easy. Just buy the bottom. That's the equivalent of depressed people and their friends like, have you tried just not being sad? Yes, I have tried that. It doesn't work. That part's broken. Flexa said, you buy now, it goes lower. The whales buy, climbs back up, the whales sell on your head. Wag Me Down the Street said, I'm going to allocate 5 to 7K a month to my portfolio between traditional and crypto. I don't give a F what the market's doing, LOL. That's the way to do it, man. That is the way to look at it. That's the way to do it. That's the way to experience it. That's the way everything should go. I'm getting shafted today trying to trade. I'm forcing trades. Don't do that. It's awful. The market sucks. Sometimes just sit back and breathe. Literally, like, lay back in your new chair. Take a deep breath. Yes, I am wearing the spider shirt. I'm giving it another try. There actually aren't any Minecraft spiders on this shirt either. Missed opportunity. Flexa said, is there a gap at 109? I know there was 114, 115, but was there another? I think there is another. I think that the one that I'm thinking of is like 5 digits, though, not 6, so could get a little more dicey. Tyler said, Flexa, I use a double bottom technique on the daily, works pretty good, but sometimes it goes lower. So the double bottoms that I've been seeing lately have always been like one touch, and then we go boop, just a little bit lower, and then it takes off. This is where a lot of bears get trapped. John said, when bare-chested JJ win. I do that. So, if you we get to 1K in a single stream, I'll take the hat off and the shirt. How about that? How about that? Is that... Am I promoting... like... Am I a stripper at that point? Is that what that is? I think that if I take my shirt off for money, it would be a stripper. So if you guys want stripper JJ... Hatless stripper JJ, 1K within one stream. Every time the stream ends, it gets reset. So, like I've said previously, you guys want to coordinate stuff, whatever, you can do whatever you want. JJ Boy. Right Me Down the Street said, I'm just sad because I want to allocate 10K a month, but was told to put the other 3K in high yield savings account. I mean, I don't hate that diversity. Flexa said, at this point, just start your OnlyFans. Right. Tyler said, hot hat, no shirt, no sunglasses. I've taken the sunglasses off before. Flexa said, get your fuzzy wuzzy out. Wag Me Down the Street said, stripper JJ is super science. Super science stripper. There should be another S in there. John said, JJ probably has more hair on his chest than on his head, including the beard. That's very possible. I'm not going to reveal anything, though. You guys got to work for it. I am a hairy man. Except for under the hat. So yeah, we've retested our old all-time high. We got some liquidation down there. Nothing too crazy though. The liquidity, for as far as liquidations go, is much larger up above. Tyler said, "I want pure JJ." Okay, that was gay. Taking it back. You guys are out of control today, man. Bitcoin dominance 62.57. I did rework. I put go down on here. It didn't work, so I wrote it didn't work. We might see 64%. It looks like that's where we're heading. We got our double bottom. Adam Eve textbook. It's going to reject 64. I'm hoping, I'm manifesting right now. And then alt season's going to start. Not financial advice. This might not happen at all. That's what I'm looking for. Look for a reaction out of 63. That's going to be psychological. Right now we're at 62.58. Got up there pretty dang fast. So, and it can move pretty quick as well. We went from 60 to 62 just like that in like one day. There's no reason why we can't do that again right here. Hopefully reject and then get back to alt season. Grandma Brands of Brooklyn said, "What percentage are you getting for high yield savings account? Just buy US, I'm assuming DC, and collect 4.5. Giovanni said, "I want more exposure to stocks, but I have a hard time picking stocks, and I don't like any of the platforms. I unfortunately am on Robinhood. Robinhood is the only one that I don't think is atrocious as far as the user interface goes, but I don't like Robinhood. So there's definitely a catch-22 there. If you do want to sign up, though, I have a referral link in the description. I think we both get money if you sign up there and deposit or something. Tishu said, "How's that sell at 120K and holding some cash before rotating looking now, JJ?" I mean, I never disagreed with it. It looks pretty damn good. Looks pretty damn good. For the record, 120 was my top call. We did go a little bit higher, but adjusted for inflation. Hopefully I'm wrong. ETH is down 3.25% on the day, currently trading at $3,375. We got 20 minutes remaining till the daily close contest. We got support at 33.66 right now. If we break through that, then we're probably going to 3K. I'm not going to lie. There's not a lot of support here for ETH. Maybe way back when, but right now, I'm not really feeling it. John said, "Didn't pick stocks, open Roth IRA, and pick a mutual fund that has outperformed the S&P over a long period of time." Cormier Brands of Brooklyn said, "I use Fidelity. I like it." Flexus said, "Alts are going to get wrecked. Cheaper alts going into Q4 is good, though, if you got balls." Exactly. He said, "I'm guessing just a bit before 64%. It's some resistance there, and then Bitcoin down will fall." I like that. Giovanni said, "I have a Roth. Always put 15% of my check into it." Tishu said, "You did disagree that I did not rotate immediately." What? I don't remember. If you're gonna call me out, you gotta have receipts, man. I say a lot of crap. Giovanni said, "Gourmet. I have a Fidelity, just haven't used it yet because I'm trying to figure out the interface." See what I mean? The Robinhood user interface is amazing. Sol, ETH RSI on the 4-hour is oversold. A lot of these coins are gonna have oversold relative strength indexes. Sol is down 3.29%, sitting right at our blue trend line. This blue trend line is a very important trend line. And we've broken through it before. But here's my thing. We had this pattern, which we watched. It was kind of a flag, like a really big long-term flag. Then we had this inverse head and shoulders, which we broke through, retested after rejecting our blue trend line. And then retested the purple neckline of our inverse head and shoulders, and then blasted off new all-time high. Just like that. And then, after all that, we retrace. Huge retrace on Sol. Double bottom over the blue upper trend line of that previous breakout. Another new all-time high. Then, insane cool-off. Double bottom, lower low, trapping some bears. Blast off. Retest the neckline from that inverse head and shoulders. Break above blue trend line. Support, resistance, break below, resistance, support, resistance, little fake out, support, resistance, support, break, resistance, support, resistance. Now we're back at support. So before, we just blasted straight up. We got a little retest right here, blasted straight up again. No scaffolding built, no support areas established, and then it just plummeted straight down. Now, instead of doing that really crazy curve, it's a slow grind up, which is a lot safer. They're taking their time, they're building their scaffolding, And then over time, when we get up here finally, and it comes down, it could find support here or here instead of going all the way to hell back down to the lower trend line because there's no support levels. Does that make sense? That's just how my brain works with all of this. I don't know if it even works that way. It's just how I justify the price action. But yeah, Sol looks good. If it holds this, if it breaks it, look for our neckline, which I got to extend out right here. Our legacy neckline, which will then be 140. We're at 157.19 right now. RSI is oversold on the 4-hour, and your momentum wave is incredibly oversold. Total threes down 3.08%. Broke right below 939.16. What did I say? I said the other day that we're probably going to a purple trend line. I think I said it yesterday. We're looking at probably $860 billion market cap. That's my target. I'm going to put it on here. 860. 860. Nope, that's not how that works. What do they have here? 860. And then I'm going to just copy paste. I don't understand what's going on. 000. Do I have to put all of those lines in there? Okay, that's ridiculous. They need to fix that. That's my target right now. Cecil Freak said, jamming with the Dong Boys. Let's go. Tishu said, receipts. Okay, I'm going to start to take notes on the date and timestamp of calling. I like that. I like it, guys. Please do. Because that makes for good viral content as well. It helps. Like, if I do or say something stupid and embarrassing, or something that ends up being incredibly wrong, like all of my 120K top calls, you guys should be calling out right now. Because I called 120K and we hit 123. So I was wrong. And then when we break above that and go way higher, call me out again. Cecil Freaks, I got a bone to pick with Mr. Zach, actually. He was given a challenge, and he's got, I believe, less than 24 hours to fulfill at least his first video. So, I'm just saying. ADA is down 2.86% on the day, currently trading at 69.41. Nice. We broke below 70, and we're probably heading towards 60, honestly. 65 should be some semblance of support. We'll see what happens, though. This should be okay, because, you know, we built that little scaffolding right there, but it's messy. Otherwise, yeah, I'm looking for 60 or 65. We'll see what happens. Currently, like I said, 69.35. Our size oversold, so is momentum wave. SNEK is down 4.71%, breaking below 36.89. It's currently 35.50. We'll see if it breaks below 30 and continues to the downside. XRP is down 7%. So we had support at $3, was holding very strong. It broke below resistance, and we're now sitting at our 275 support. If we break below that and go down further, 250 is probably going to be the next stop. It does look like a pretty hefty dump right now. It kind of reminds me of this. So let's see if we get one of those. I could see it. I could see it at 250 especially, but we'll wait and see. RSI is incredibly oversold, which it was also back here. It was oversold as well, so it literally might play out that exact same way. We'll see, though. We will see. HBAR is down 5.15%, currently trading at 22.87. We broke below our cancer curing range. Couldn't quite hold above again, and then we got resistance. Continued the downside. We have not hit 22 yet. We're at 22.881. 22.041 is the next support line that I got drawn. John said, lots of money, playa. What do you got? Bitcoin might be going to 90K to tap the 50s again. To tap the 50s again. I don't get it. Flexa said usually respects pulling back to 50s, true? Like 50%? What is the 50s? Whack Me Down the Street said, is your whole chat mods? Pretty much. I don't have a lot of viewers. Jose Cardenas said, hello, JJ. First time on the show. Can you take a look at Algo, please? Thank you. Yes, I absolutely can, Jose. Thank you for smashing the like button and subscribing. Appreciate you for being here. Algorand, do you have a preferred exchange? Apparently, we usually go through Binance. EMA, JJ? The coin or the moving average? Algorand currently trading at 22.63. So Algo had support. We had resistance at 29.91, which it tried to get above, couldn't quite hold it. Resistance continued to the downside. Support at 25, which was purely psychological. Could not get above 29 after that. We got a couple of bounces on the way down. A little fake out wick below 25. Little bounce back up, and then it broke down with vengeance past 25. Currently sitting at 22.65. We broke 25, tried to hold 24, broke below that. Wick, support, resistance, and then a break again. It's probably going to try to go back up, and if it resists, then it's going to go down further. 4-hour RSI is oversold, so you might get a reaction here on the price. Volume looks decent. Volume is non-existent here. Big spike with the price. Maintained some semblance, and it decreased a little bit more, but it's still significantly bigger than it was back here. So that's good. You got more volume. Your RSI is oversold now. Your momentum wave is oversold. Yeah, you got support at 21. And if it can get back above 23, that would be good. The oversold is your best bet right now. That's just on the 4-hour, though. It does not mean that it can't go down. It can definitely still go down. But so far, it's holding structure, you know. Still potential for a higher low. Unfortunately, if it's following any semblance of this trend line, which I could make the argument that it wouldn't, because here it went up in a very slow, methodical, and then it kind of petered out. This was a very violent move up. So a retrace could probably result in a higher low and more of a trajectory curve than a trend line. So maybe, I don't know, look for your reactions on those price levels. Worst case scenario, this trend line's down at 15, but that sucks. So maybe look for 20. Look for support around 19 or 20. If it continues the downside. These are all going to be super duper bearish targets because the chart seems super duper bearish right now. There's people in the chat literally saying they've sold everything. So it is what it is. Flex said, welcome in, Jose. Tishu said, you think bottom could be around 91K, 25% pullback, plus it'd be below 90 or 100K to scare noobs. That's going to be my best guess. It likely will be a slow bleed. It's in bounces, though. Yeah. I don't hate that. I don't hate that idea. I definitely think that alts are going to get decimated. I think that if this is a bull market pullback, that it is going to be minimum 20% on Bitcoin. Alts right now are like 20, 30%, 40% happens during the bull market. And, you know, some people aren't aware of that. And even if they are, it sucks. We're at 14, 15% right now for total 3. That purple trend line would put total 3 at 20%, which is textbook. Textbook. Flexa said, Trump said America will boom in 5 to 6 months. I'm pretty sure he said that 5 to 6 months ago. So I'm still waiting for my boom, Mr. President. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, exactly. Where were we? HBAR. Yeah, HBAR looked for support around 22. SWE is down 3.21% on the day, currently trading at 334. We got our temporary trend line at 325. We might have to solidify that because it does look like we're getting a reaction off of it. And then it's based off of our break and retest up here. That was horrible. Something happened to my mouse. Break and retest up here. And some resistance. It's sloppy. That's why it's temporary. Tishu said you agreed, and I already had my receipt saved. LOL. I agreed with what? Bottom around 91K? 25%? Oh. Now I'm just going to agree with you all the time. Yeah, if I see, I really like SWE because it's usually really, really strong. But I could see $3 easily. Easily. It had this big break. Did not retest $3. So this is the retest. And a bigger move for a bigger trend makes sense. We are in a huge... There's so many lines on this chart, and it charts so good, too. Big move. Big move. It's just going to keep doing big moves, and over time, everyone's going to be like, I don't like to touch SWE. It moves way too slow, and it's too volatile. Over time, the guy that bought way up here back then is going to be in profit like crazy at $6. 180, 90%. And that's the same guy that held through all this junk, and it kept hitting the same price that he bought at. And it sucks when that happens. It sucks so bad. Because you see, you're like, oh my gosh, my portfolio is up 300, 400, 500%. That's amazing. And then it retraces all of those gains. All of them. And you just watch it piss away. It sucks, dude. Cecil said, hold that dong and never let go. I mean, have you seen Dixie? Dixie's a monster. It'd be stupid to not hold dong. Not financial advice, of course. Cheers, guys. Happy Saturday. A lot of you guys in here today. I appreciate you guys for being here. 18 people watching. Can you guys do me a big favor and smash the like button? I really do appreciate you guys. Ondo. Down 1.36. Ondo's actually holding up very nicely today. We got a break below 90 and a support bounce at 84.84, which I said was going to be a decent area. We lost 95.35, which was sad, but 84.84 I vividly remember being very important way back here. All this. There's a lot of price action established at 84.84. So it should be decent support. RSI was oversold for a hot second. We do have a green dot confirmed on the momentum wave pointing to the upside. We did also just get a bullish cross of the moving average on the RSI. So we'll see if that leads to any pumpy price action for Ondo. Aerodrome down 2.6% on the day. Broke below 76. 76 is a big deal for Aerodrome. We've done this before, though. We have done this before. The question is there a trend establishing itself? Or did we just put in a proper double top and are we about to establish maybe one of these? Maybe. I actually don't hate that. Let's see. Let's see if there's a trend line present. Trend lines aren't 100%. They're just an idea. I don't hate that. So maybe Arrow comes down to 67, 68. That's 74 right now. Not financial advice, of course, but we'll see how it plays out. Pinlink down 3.27%, trading at 65.74. 60 is our support level. We resisted, broke above, never retested. Technically speaking, this could be that retest continuation. Not financial advice. 60 should be pretty strong. Anything below 60, I'm going to start buying more. Tishu said, would it be awesome if we could create a smart contract and make some bets on the blockchain and the winner takes the prize? For example, $10 stablecoin bets and 10 participate and winner takes 100. I think that's a thing. I don't know if it's like that because all 10 participants would have to have different answers, but we could do that on Polymarket or Bodega. Bodega is Polymarket, but it's just built on Cardano, so excuse me while I show my preferred bag. We would just create a bet, and then we would all go bet on it. And other random people completely unaffiliated with the channel could also go bet on it, but the main exposure would be on the live streams. People would be able to browse and see it, but I think it'd be fun. I think it's a cool idea. Let's see what's next. Render's down 3.2% on the day. Ooh, Render broke below both purple trend lines. So we got a bounce, resistance, break. It tried to hold support at 350. Couldn't quite do it. Next stop, 315. Let's see if this is a fake out, though. We've seen that happen. I could see it being a fake out, resistance, support, break, continuation. If the market decides that it wants to turn bullish soon. Vahid said, when Farcorn Moon. Tisha said, making some typos. Sorry. He's like actively in his office right now. Like, what word can I misspell? He's creating typos as we speak. Like, your wife's making dinner. He's making typos. Would you consider making a tutorial video on it? Absolutely. Giovanni said, Crypto Moon, please. What do we got? Degenair. That's a sick name. FYI, you don't need to keep repeating. Not financial advice. I promise you won't and can't be sued for it. That's fair. I think it's a force of habit, though. I don't know if I'll ever not be able to say it. But that is a fair argument. I think I repeat myself a lot on this channel as well, so I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Stellar. XLM down 3.48% on the day. Broke below 38. We're at 36.87 right now. Next support stop 32. But if this is a fake out below the trend line, then we could get a break back above and find support. Little midpoint, probably 35-ish. We'll see what happens. RSI is oversold. Momentum Wave also oversold. Polkadot down 0.79%. Polkadot actually, I feel like it dumped a lot yesterday, and it closed at the right time for it to not be down that much. So, but it's at 351.8 right now. Next stop probably 333 unless we get a rebound right here, in which case I would consider that some semblance of a midpoint liquidity grab. RSI is oversold. It is crossing bullish over the moving average though, and we do have a confirmed green dot on Market Cipher and a confirmed green dot on the momentum wave. So that's big news. Potential reversal for Polkadot. I was about to say it. I'm going to try not to say it now. Barkcoin down 0.85% on the day. Also same situation as Polkadot. It closed low, so it doesn't look like it dumped that much today, but it is down tremendously. This is where I think alts are showing strength. Bitcoin's down. Alts should be down like 10-20% right now. Tishu said, do you have NFA in your description? Yes, I do. And that and saying it in the beginning of the live stream should be enough. Yeah. Yeah, it's in there. Barkcoin down 0.93, currently trading at 90.5 cents. Oh, we're gonna have to look at it later. Guys, Bitcoin daily close contest closing in. Less than 1 minute remaining. Get your guesses ready. Ladies and gentlemen, anyone can enter, only one will win. We allow up to 12 entrants, one per person. Place your guess in the chat as soon as I sound off in 38 seconds. In the chat, I will let you know. And you have a chance to win up to $100. If you are not familiar with the rules and you are curious, let me know in the chat and I will go over them for you. The main thing that you want to worry about is you want to guess what you think Bitcoin is going to close at for today, which is in approximately 11 minutes. 20 seconds remaining on the clock. I'm going to play video games after today's stream. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. I just realized I've been on top chat on one of my chats this whole time. Oh yes, Mr. Tyler submits his guess early. Tishu said, do you have NFA? Not sure if you saw it. Would you consider making a tutorial video? Yes. I think I replied to it, yes. Yes, I would consider making a tutorial video. Tyler submitted his guess. We got Tyler, Dremmer, and Flexa. Let's get this transition in. Sometimes my voice isn't there to do the stupid high-pitch reveal. All right, we got Mr. Tyler coming in with 112.669.69. Mr. Tyler, our current reigning champ, with 27 wins under his belt. He's going for that big win at the end of the year. Dremmer coming in with 113.394.69. If you guys are new and you don't see me type your guess in, but you see me type other people's around you, then you should probably put some words, like every 3 numbers, put a word, because YouTube filters out the guesses sometimes. We got Giovanni coming in. Did I get Flexa already? Nope. We got Flexa coming in. Flexa has yet to win. 112.580 and 85 cents. Then we got Giovanni. Giovanni coming in with 112.500. We got Degener OBX SREAPER. What am I doing? OBX SREAPER. 1 million. It is closest without going over. Degener with 112.800. Tyler said, who's that guy on the throne? Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Mr. 112.33333. Unexposed. Tishu said, awesome, looking forward to it. I think a good recipe for success would be a mix of like and upload videos. Yeah. Tyler said, submit guests like mine. Works every time, 60% of the time. Tishu said, lives, another typo. Oh, yeah. Flexa said, flame grilled steak flavored chips. That sounds weird. I've been wanting ramen for some reason. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Currently, we have 7 entrants. What do we got? We got 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in. Here are the rules. Submit your guess. It is closest without going over Price is Right rules. The second, even if it's a penny, the second your guess goes over the actual close price, your guess is void. So the closest under the close price, or if you nail it. So closest without going over wins bragging rights. If you nail the first 6 digits, you win $15, $20. I don't remember. It's 15 or 20. I think it's 15. You win $15. If you nail all 8, which just includes the change, then you win $100. And we do this every single day. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your grandma, and get in here. Flexa said, got some Bombay Bad Boy ramen, comes with hot sauce sachet. I add white pepper. I can't do hot anymore. I'm freaking out. I tried to have some buffalo chicken earlier, and I thought I was going to die. I quit smoking, and I can't do hot food anymore. My throat, my heartburn, I have GERD or something. My body's like, oh, he's eating spicy food. Kill him. And then I'm like, oh, it's messed up. I have to get my peppers on the side now like a weenie. Tishu said live streams and video uploads. Fire in the butthole is what Flex has said. Tishu said Tyler, yes. Tyler said Tishu has a typo writer machine. Right? I just hit type. I just type, hit enter, and then look. LOL. I go over my text so like, I don't even know the word. Diligently, because I'm scared that it's gonna like change some word to something stupid and just F my whole life up. All right, let's see, guys. We got 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in the Daily Close Contest. JJ, it's called anxiety. What is my text thing? Going over the text? I don't know if it's called anxiety because I'm just trying to be safe. Trying to make sure that I'm not texting my boss the word like butthole or something. All right, let's see. We got sort by score. OBX coming in with 1 million. I'm not going to put him on the board because that's not going to show up. We got Dremmer 113,394.69. Oh my gosh, you guys are psychopath. Psychopath. Drummer. Then we got Degenair with 112,800. Degenair is a like, I'm not a person that gets on planes anyways, but I would never fly Degenair. 112,669.69 from Mr. Tyler. Then we got Flexa with 112,580 and 85 cents. And then we got Giovanni with 112,500. You guys are all in this cute little range. Sticking together like true friends. And then we got Gourmet Brands Brooklyn with 112,333.33. Very nice. I really want to have like a bonfire or something. Heck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our participants for the Daily Close Contest. Currently, Giovanni is in the lead. Who's going to take it? OBX said, ew, that sucks. I did that with my dad and employer once, Tyler. What happened? Tyler said, I texted my dad dirty talk once that was meant for my wife. Oh, no. See what I mean? It's way too easy. And you're always, in your brain, you're like, how does that even happen? And then it happens to you. And you're like, oh, and you can't undo it. What are you going to do? What do you do? Oh, sorry, Dad. That was meant for my wife. That's pretty much just as bad as just sending it. I don't know. There's no way around it. You just can't fix it, dude. You can't fix it. He said, oops. Dude, you did that with your dad and your employer, OBX? That's crazy. Tyler said my phone glitched up and hit his name and I didn't look. So I imagine Tyler just has like a draft text with no recipient. He types all the dirty text and then he adds He adds his wife afterwards. I was roasted for like a month. That's so good. Hopefully it wasn't something weird. Like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get the strap on out when I get home. He's like, what the hell? Oh no. But he said, missed my damn entry. Oh, that's okay. We got less than 2 minutes remaining. And then 24 hours you can play again. Okay, let's see. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Fahid said Bitcoin wants to roll the heck over 108K probably next. Shake my head. Flexa said, looks like ass Sunday too now in the charts. Think they gonna fake a recovery early week and then drop it harder? Tyler said it was roasted for like a month. Flexa said tempting texting. Template texting, LOL. Tishu said, better to use WhatsApp and delete quick before the recipients see. Ooh, I didn't even, that actually makes a lot of sense as to why people use WhatsApp now. Tyler said, okay, I'm not that bad with tech, LOL. No, 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 no. And 24 hours you can play again. Exactly. I think it's 23 hours and 50 minutes, technically. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 60 seconds remaining on the clock for the daily close contest. This is the candle that will determine the fate of the winner. Currently, Giovanni Fontes, our resident Grey Goose representative, is in the lead with 112,500 even. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your early lead. We got 43 seconds left on the clock for a big move to happen and wipe out the competition. Who's it going to be? Cheers, guys. Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining me. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Daily chance for you to win up to $100. It's daily and it's every day. Daily chance for you to win once a day. Every day. 20 seconds remaining. 112, 546, and 34 cents. Giovanni's still in the lead. What's it going to be? Are we going to get a change here? Or is it going to flatline? Monumentous close. Doing absolutely nothing but flatlining. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the daily close contest, Giovanni Fontes, wins bragging rights. Bitcoin daily close 112, 546, and 35 cents. 112, 546, and 35 cents. Let me just confirm that one more time. 112, 546, 35. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Giovanni. With his guess of 112, 500. Very cool. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Back to the 4-hour time frame. Giovanni's the winner. Yay! Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Giovanni. Flexa. Tyler. Degener. The 4-hour candle close. Indecisive. Giovanni's the winner. Congratulations, my friend. Incoming banana spam. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I don't need anything right now. I need to add Mr. Giovanni to the winner's Google Doc. Mr. Giovanni's currently ranked. Ooh. Moving up a bracket. About dang time. Congratulations, Mr. Giovanni Fontes. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll as soon as I transition? Can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 112, 500 even and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 112, 546 and 35 cents on August 2nd, 2025. Mr. Giovanni Fontes' prize is a McDonald's chicken snack wrap. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. You can share this if you want. It is the ranch one. It is not the spicy one. It is absolutely delicious. You can share it, cut it in half, cut it long ways, cut it both ways, cut it in slices, or you can just eat it from one side while somebody else eats it from the other, like Lady in the Tramp. It's completely up to you. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Thank you for playing. Okay, Bitcoin 112, 614, and 112, 630. Look at that. Giovanni said, thank you. Gourmet, my tier buddy. You can share the prize with me today. Adorable. Tyler said, I can picture new people. Why are they spamming bananas? What did I find myself in? The banana spam is literally like the most tame part of the stream too. If you guys would like to submit ideas for the daily close contest, we do have a channel in the Discord specifically for idea submissions. The original daily close prize was inspired by our very own current top ranking member, Mr. Tyler. Let me see if I have it. It was a pile of glizzies, and it was beautiful. I don't think I have it anymore. It's in the Discord. I could actually pull it from the Discord messages. Yeah, something happened a long time ago. There's some lost media out there. I accidentally deleted my daily close prize folder, which had all of my daily close prize pictures in it. I was very sad because I didn't even realize until like a week later, or like 3 or 4 days at least. I look and I'm like, where's my daily close prize folder with all the glizzies? And it was gone. So very sad day. Like mourning the loss of somebody that died like a week ago is messed up, dude. It was messed up. But it was just a bunch of pictures of glizzies. Okay. Where were we? Ondo, Pinlink, Render, Stellar, Polkadot, Fartcoin. We're at Fartcoin. Fartcoin currently trading at 90 cents. This could be support. 83.27 the next stop. If it's not RSI, it's actually been oversold for a minute. You've got a green dot on your momentum wave, potentially pointing up. This could be a little fake out double bottom below $1. But again, keep in mind it's a meme coin. It does kind of look like see this dump and then the slight recovery. It looks like we're about to start the slight recovery, and then it doesn't need to go up that far. It can continue down. But that's essentially the opposite of the way that we normally trade up. So that's probably the way that it's going to work, even if it just curls up like this, boop, and then continues down. It's still a trend. The trend is your friend until the end. Gas is currently at 0.05% on the day, trading at 0.0827. Let's see, did it close? It did close below 8276, and it's still sitting below that. We'll see if it gets it back above. RSI potentially crossing bullish over the moving average, and momentum wave very oversold. Flexa sharing links. What do you got, Flexa? You said what the F? Is that what's his name selling? Said what's funny is out of all my wins, most of my prizes are hot dogs. That is pretty epic. Breaking: Arkham uncovers $3.5 billion heist, the largest ever. Lubian was a Chinese mining pool with facilities in China and Iran. Based on analysis of on-chain data, it appears that 127,426 Bitcoin was stolen from Lubian in December of 2020. Worth $3.5 billion at the time, and now worth approximately $14.5 billion. Neither Lubian nor the hacker have publicly acknowledged the hack. Arkham is the first to report it. Details below. What? Are they still in business? How do you not report $3.5 billion missing? Somebody has to ask a question, right? Am I crazy? Whoa. Lubian was one of the world's largest mining pools in 2020, controlling almost 6% of the entire Bitcoin network hash as of May 2020. They appear to have been first hacked. See, I don't know if I would call that a hack either. It's almost always an exploit. Somebody on the inside had to have known something. I can get away with this money. I know the intricacies of the system. I can just take it, peace out, and disappear. Or they probably could even still work there and be like, oh my gosh, somebody stole $3.5 billion. You should give me a promotion for figuring that out. Let's see. Tyler said the OG pick in Discord, a gangbang of glizzies. Flexus said, nah, a hack that never saw light. Look, we can see everything on chain. I agree. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That is actually crazy. Shady Chinese mother effers. I think it's shady everyone. I mean, let's be real. If you are working for a business, let me just lay out a scenario, because this is most likely what happens in every situation. You're working for Lubian. You have direct access to $3.5 billion, as well as like everybody else on the team. Let's say there's like 20, 30, 40 people. Y'all have access. It's whatever. And your boss is just a dick. Such an asshole to you all the time. And you have access to this money, and you start thinking, you start dividing. You're like, oh, wouldn't that be crazy if I stole this money? And you're like, wait a minute. What if I stole this money? I think I could steal this money. And you come up with this big elaborate plan to make it look like you were hacked and all this shit. And you're like putting in all the back doors and stuff for you to be able to do so, and making it look organic. And then you do it. And then you continue to work there, and then eventually, like, they discover it, whatever. A couple months go by, you're still working there, plausible deniability. Then you're like, you know what? My boss is a dick. I'm quitting. F you guys. Bye. I'm gonna go to another country and work as a bartender, and then disappear into the fucking moonlight. Tyler said, I just sent it to you. DGenair said, no way any company would leave that much Bitcoin in the same address or pool of addresses. Giovanni said, sheesh, yeah, give me that money, exactly. Flexa said, get job at bookmakers, run off with the full safe on a day of your pre-booked flight to emigrate? Good idea, Batman. Let me try that. Wait, that's not what you meant? Ignore me. Tyler said, putting in the back doors. Is that what you texted your dad? I'm sorry. That was weird. All right. Did we talk about CAS? Yeah, we did. Avalanche up 0.34% since the daily close. Are we going to get a little rebound, a little relief, a little Saturday evening relief? What do you guys think? Avalanche found beautiful support at $20.78. If that held nicely, we do have a reversal candle here. This little candle right there is a reversal candle. So, and your RSI is oversold, potentially pointing out we got a green dot on our momentum wave. Let's see if we get some upside here. Even if we reject at 2208, that's still upside. We could reject at 2150 even. That's a midpoint. So, chain link up 0.38% since the daily close. We are in a little baby range between 1524 and 1583. Let's see if we trade within this for a little bit. Maybe we get a little inverse head and shoulder action. Maybe it doesn't do any of those things. Maybe it breaks up support and blast off, or just rejects and continues to the downside. Volume looks interesting. RSI is about to cross bullish over the moving average, and your momentum wave is oversold. Doge is up 0.42% on the daily, or since the daily close. Currently trading at 1918. Support at 1868. We broke below 20. RSI is oversold. Momentum wave green dot oversold. Pinlink. Wait a minute. What is going on here? There we go. Click the wrong thing. My bad. Near up 0.09 since the daily close. Currently trading at 235. 234. It crossed below it, but it closed above it. So potentially 251 next. We'll see. Otherwise, if we continue down, 221 midpoint, 227 for some support. Volume looks decent, but I just saw a really cool ad from Near as well, and it looked really nice, but it's clearly not helping the price. Near very easily could still remain in this downtrend. Like, that is a downtrend. But maybe it breaks bullish eventually. Maybe we're right there. Maybe it did all of this, and if this was some kind of just a range, then this little midpoint right here could be that retest. I could see that. I actually don't hate that. But we do got a little double top going on at $3, so we got to watch out. Chili's down 0.08 since the daily close. It did cross all three of our purple trend lines, so next stop probably 0. Not financial advice. We should have some semblance of support around 33, and then maybe very weak around 3. If it goes below that, though, it's probably game over. Not financial advice. If you can short this somewhere, I don't know. Don't do it. Silver, 37.01, holding up. We're trying to at least. MicroStrategy still looks like doo-doo. DXY getting a little spike to the downside, rejected at 100. Exactly what we said was going to happen. NASDAQ continuing the downside as well. Looks the same as yesterday. Same with the S&P 500. Bitcoin dominance, 62.49. Ooh, is it going to reject at 62.50? That'd be exciting. And Bitcoin, congratulations, Giovanni Fontes, once again on your victory. Enjoy your McDonald's snack wrap. I had 2 of these for dinner today. I never eat McDonald's, but the snack wraps are good, man. Flexa said JJ short it and post the window hops. That'd be pretty funny. Showing up in the Discord just for that. That'd be good. Degenator said, do you have any open leverage long trades? What's your max leverage you trade with? If you do. Right now I'm mad, so I'm trading with 16x. Normally, I don't go higher than 8. Tyler said, if you ever talk about pin link like Chili's, I'd probably cry, lol. I don't like to talk about projects like that because it does create like an unnecessary like negative sentiment around the project for no, it's definitely like it creates a bias. But this chart looks like crap. And I think I have a problem because their whole thing was soccer. There's bearish divergence too. I just noticed there's longer term bearish divergence. Oh, no, there's not. There's not. There's not. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. There's shorter term bearish divergence, though. Right here, we got price down, RSI. No, there isn't. I'm making stuff up. Now, see what you got. You got me all over the place, Tyler. The chart looks like crap. It's just been going down nonstop. Non-stop. It did really good way back here, November, December of 2024. And ever since then, it's just been getting destroyed. And their whole thing was soccer. And FIFA partnered with Avalanche to create their own blockchain. So there's kind of no point. Is it higher lows? What's the issue? It hasn't established a higher low yet. This is a lower low. And this just started dropping. It has not like established a reaction yet. So like I said, if we lose 33, 31's going to be weak. There's nothing here. So it's probably going to be game over. Getting spicy, man. It's just getting spicy. That's your higher low. That's your last chance. Now, that's not to say that you can't get a lower low and a rebound. That happens all the time. Right here, you got a lower low and it rebounded. That was the little fake out, trap some bears. But on a longer term time frame, this thing is being outperformed by every single coin on the watch list right now. For the longer term, every single coin bottomed out probably back here, maybe even back here. This thing's still trying to bottom out. It's trying to figure out where it's going. I don't like that. I don't like charts that look like doo-doo for an overextended period of time. Why would I want to hold that? Like, I'm already miserable and impatient with all this junk. Why am I going to be more, like, waiting more time for no reason? That just sounds like it's going to ruin my day. Tyler said, JJ, after everything you told me. 16x, you dirty dog. That's just when I'm mad, and I lose money every time. Leave me alone. Degenator said, nice. Do you mainly leverage trade big caps, Bitcoin, ETH, or any other alts? I literally mostly trade ADA. And that's not for any maxi reason or anything like that. I do like ADA. ADA's like my go-to coin. And I play around in the ecosystem more than anything else. But for leverage, I've been trading it literally every single day for like 4 or 5 years. I know ADA's price movements. Sometimes it's really boring, but I know the coin. I think I've traded Sol a lot, and I've had a lot of success with it. And every once in a while, when there's a hot coin like Aerodrome, I'll try to hop in. But I don't try to chase pumps. I don't try to chase flavor of the week stuff. Mostly, if I have high conviction in a coin, I'll just add it to my longer term holds. You know what I mean? Flexa said, might be long at World Cup, maybe. That's the problem, I think, Flexa, is that FIFA partnered with Avalanche to create their own blockchain. It has nothing to do with Chili's anymore. So, if the World Cup has nothing to do with FIFA, forgive me. I'm a white dude from Detroit. We call it soccer here. So, my bad. Degenator said, can you check the pump token? Yes, I can. Tishu said, would you or anyone like some free crow? Flexa said, I like crow. Sign in daily on the crypto.com app and get the diamonds. When you get 25, you can redeem for free crow. Nice. If you guys want to sign up to my my affiliate links in the description, then that helps support the channel. Otherwise, you guys can just donate directly to me via super chats or PayPal or crypto. All that crap's in there. Flexus said I have black card. That sounds like a disease. What was I doing? Pump token. Pump, pump, pump. I might have to step away for a minute, guys. I think I gotta go grab something. Is this the right one? Okay. I think this is it. Okay, before we do that, I'm going to go here. And I'm going to step away for 1 second. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again, on your victory. Guys, give me 1 second. I got to go grab something really quick. I'll be fast, I promise. I'm like super fast. Fast as F, boy. Okay, I'm back. How long was I gone? Anything happen? Hey, okay. We were looking at pump. Oops. Pump is currently trading at 0.002755. It seems like it's trying to establish a bottom. Pump is a meme coin from Pump Fun, which is not from Pump Fun, it's of Pump Fun, which is like the king of meme coins. But that does not mean like you need a meme coin. Is there going to be any utility to it? Like, what's the incentive here? You know what I mean? Definitely doing a little bottoming pattern. Volume is pretty consistent across the board. RSI is starting to climb slowly. Momentum wave really just sitting in the middle. You got a spike down and then a spike up and then a flat line again. Spike down, spike up. Okay. I don't know. There's not a lot to go off of with this because it's so new. See, I like to establish the points of interest based on the price action. And because there's not a lot of price action for this, it's hard to do. This is what I would look at. So you got our resistance right here. Support, support, resistance right there. Resistance, technically support, resistance, 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 and support, support, support. So those are all of my points of interest that I would point out. This one's really weak, the top one at 4623. Just because it's the first resistance after the little double bottom that it tried. Yeah, you're trading in your little range between 2369 and 2923. If it breaks below 2369, then that's, think of like blue sky breakouts, but like red, brown ground breakouts. Breakdown? I don't know. You can come up with whatever terminology you want to use. It would just basically have no support. But 0 is 0. It can't go below 0. But that's the problem, is it didn't launch at 0 either. I didn't know that. So it launched at 0.001. And it could go lower. Ooh, okay. So your midpoint is always going to be a point of contention for a possible reaction in between any of these ranges. Other than that, oh geez. Other than that, I don't know. I don't really know what to make of it. It's a little too new for me to try to chart. You do technically have bearish div, but that bearish div stops right here until the RSI comes back and rejects off of this again. Otherwise, it could go higher and invalidate that. All right, what do we got? She said you have to go to the reward section. Flexus said got like 20 million crow now, I think. Tishu said, and then daily check-in. Flexus said, started stacking at 5 cents. F, the all-time high, just half of it will be fine. Tishu said, 20 million crow. Flexus said, I still have a million harmony. What that shit at like sub 1 penny now? I remember harmony, dude. Tishu said, I think you're set. Don't need the daily check-in. That'd be peanuts for you. Giovanni said, ha ha ha, pump. What's pumping? Nothing's pumping. What are you talking? Oh, the coin. I swear to God, I didn't do that on purpose. 20 million crow, more than 2 million USD. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, gotta jump, guys. Have a great night. Take it easy, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Appreciate you. Happy Saturday. Enjoy your weekend, friend. Flex said, JJ, what do you think of Doge and 5 billion per year inflation? Because I'm sick of influencers shilling it, to be honest. 5 billion a year feels heavy. I guess I'm not concerned with the quantity as much as I am the percentage. What percentage is 5 billion? So let's go take a look. Because most of the top 20, 30 coins have inflated. 5 billion, currently 150 billion. So that's 7%? Nope, the other way. Is it 2.5%? 3.5%? What is 3% of 150? 4.5. Okay, so yeah, it's like 3.25, I think, percent. Nope, 3.75. What the hell? Is it 3.5? No, it's gotta be 3.45. So it's about 3 or 4% a year. I mean, I guess it depends on bull market or not. In the bear market, that's awful. 3-4% a year is awful in the bear market. But people don't care, unfortunately. I think Doge is a household name. I will say though, I don't know what you're talking about because I don't ever see anybody talking about Doge. I see people talking about SHIB and XRP. The XRP people, dude. I saw a text the other day. This guy was like, my brother just texted me this. And the brother's like, hi, what do you know about Ripple XRP? I'm thinking about putting $300 into it. And he's like explaining all of this stuff. And he's like, because once it gets to 10,000 per coin, which Ripple needs it to be in order to operate as a business, then I'll be a millionaire. I can retire or something. And it was like really well structured, like almost like an email, but it was a text message. It was very like professionally written, but the words in it, like 10K per XRP, it like physically and mentally hurt me to read it. I was like, ugh. I like needed therapy afterwards. So, learn what a market cap is, please. XRP is not going to 10K per coin. And again, it's not impossible. It's 99% improbable. They would have to purchase all of the XRP in existence and burn like 99% of it. And then sell the rest to the open market and let people trade and let the price go up to 10K. In order for that to happen, you would not be able to hold what you have. Does that make sense? I'm just saying. But yeah, inflation is dumb. I agree, Flexa. Definitely find a coin that's not doing that. But Doge is a household name. I don't know if it's going anywhere though. Like, I don't know. It feels dumb saying it because of what it has done. But what's it doing for anybody? You know what I mean? Like, Doge had the first mover advantage. Now there's a million other meme coins. Nobody actually cares about Doge anymore. They're not doing anything great. I don't know. It's just not doing anything for me. Like, Doge is boring in the same way that Bitcoin's boring to me. If I'm like, oh, I want safe exposure to memes, then I'll buy Doge. But who the hell wants safe exposure to memes? If you want any exposure to memes, you don't want it to be safe. So it kind of defeats the purpose of itself by being a blue chip. Does that make sense? It is a blue chip meme coin. Those things don't work. It's like an IT guy being a crackhead. not gonna be able to fix anything. He's gonna be stealing all the motherboards out of all your computers and trying to melt them down for the copper. Plexus said, been here since 1617, bro. Most of my shit is old bags. When it's $1, it will need 5 billion per year just to hold the extra 5 billion. Yeah. Plexus said, bro, inflation is I agree. XRP people, I just hit that 3 dots and do not recommend channel. Tishu said, that's what I'm doing. Staying in for the long term. I have been laughed at, but I'm going to be the last to laugh at my friends. That's my whole thing, too. People, like, there's, I think in the news articles, too, I have some. This guy right here, I sold my Pengu airdrop at 0.005. It's now above 3 cents. I hate these effing penguins, man. I can never in my brain ever even remotely fathom trying to justify selling all of my bags. I don't care if I have $1 billion. I don't care. Unless I like need like open heart surgery and my bag is like the exact amount of the cost of the surgery and they need that money. Like I would rather finance. I'd sign up for a firm to pay monthly for my open heart surgery before I sold my entire bag. Even when if I cash out and retire, I'm still going to have exposure to the market. Because why do I need all of that money? I don't. I'm going to keep bare minimum. If shit's real good and I'm taking a big fat chunk out, I'm keeping like 10% in the market. Minimum. But to sell the whole thing, just because that's when you miss out. And then you're like old and your grandkids are like, Grandpa, how come all of your friends have way bigger, nicer things than you and they're happier? And you got to explain to them in your little, like, fucking 200 square foot bungalow that you sold your entire bag like an idiot and the price kept going up. You know what I mean? Safe exposure to memes. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Doge is the safe meme coin. It's for like your mom now. Your mom was like, I want to buy meme coins. You're like, okay, mom, let's buy some Doge. It's a top 10 coin. Why would you ever buy that for meme exposure? Some things are bound to fail, but most of the bigger well-known projects have been and remained are way up from early. 3 cent ADA, bro, come on. And in and out people are the real paper hands. Bitcoin proven it only ever goes up over time. What's the difference now? Exactly. And my favorite is the nuclear war. People are like, oh my gosh, nuclear war. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when nuclear war hits? I'm not going to be sitting here when nuclear war hits. If we get nuked, I'm not going to be sitting here going, shh, damn it. I should have sold all my crypto. I should have converted all my crypto into fiat. Son of a bitch. There's no internet now. My crypto's knocked out. I can't access my crypto. I should have sold it. That's not going to be happening because I'm either going to be disintegrated or I'm only going to give a shit about food and water and shelter. And I'm not going to need money for that. Nobody's going to want cash. You think I'm going to convert my crypto to frickin' gold and silver? Guess what else I don't want in an apocalypse? Gold and silver. What the fuck am I going to do with that? Melt it down to bullets? What? Make silverware out of it? What are you talking about? Give me food, bro. Food and water and shelter. That's it. And apocalypse is probably going to be abundant. I can hunt. I live in Michigan, surrounded by the largest bodies of fresh water in the world. Why the fuck do I need to sell my crypto if we're going to go to nuclear war? Nobody cares. Let me sell before the scorching fire cloud vaporizes me. You're like, shit, oh god, it's coming. It's just fucking glowing orange. No! Skeleton. Nuclear war won't effing matter if you sell before the bomb hits. Exactly, man. It's crazy. It cracks me up. It really does. All right, we got some news articles, guys. I'm losing you, but it is what it is. It's Saturday night, guys. Go out and eat some McChicken wraps or whatever. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. Let's see. What am I doing, man? Where's my liquidation heat map? Bam. Okay. Let's go back to this really quick. See where we're at. Dude, I'm getting so shafted today. Today sucks. 111.907. Change a little bit. 111.907. And then bottom is, I guess I'll go all the way down. Why not? 110.424. And then up top, 113.801. And the very tippy top, oops. I guess I'll go right here, 114.707. All right. Plexus said I want to buy, but if I move stables into alts, they will dump lower, and then I'll have to buy again. I mean, if you got the capital. I've been throwing money at it every other day like an idiot. Helping maintain my bags, but it is getting to that point where I'm like, man, I think I'm spending too much money. I've been having fun though. I've been enjoying it. Okay, news articles, guys. We got Arthur Hayes selling $8.32 million worth of ETH and $4.62 million worth of ENA and $414K worth of Pepe in the past 6 hours. Eric Trump said, let me say it again. Buy the dips. Bitcoin, ETH. So far, it's not working. Eric, help. Send help. This guy sold his Pengu airdrop, and the price is way higher now. Cointelegraph Rolex flexes spiked after the 2021 crypto peak, hinting at rising market confidence and flashy spending. This cycle hasn't hit that stage yet. What did I say? Mr. Roberts said, just popping in to say hi. Oh, hello. Hey, JJ. What's going on, Mr. Roberts? Appreciate you for stopping by. Happy Saturday, my friend. Enjoy your weekend. Smash the like button. Cointelegraph tariffs. Dozens more countries are now affected by Trump's tariffs. Tariff rates for general products announced July 31st. Most recent previously announced or threatened tariff. U.S. President, What is being measured on the left-right scale? I don't know. We just, number go up. Number go up. We're going to be winning so hard, guys. I swear. Alexa said, hello. Tishu said, I like to buy after it dumps for a while, not immediately after it starts to dump. Yeah. We added coin yesterday to our portfolios, and it seemed to be a great time, actually. Could have waited till today, but it's whatever. Tether minted 6 billion USDT in July. What's crazy is the stablecoin stuff, we're not even going to be able to measure that soon because they're going to be using stablecoins for everything else as well. So it's going to, I guess, make it easier to onboard in the future because people will be using stablecoins anyways. They're going to be like, oh, I can just convert this into whatever cryptocurrency. So I think it's really nice for longer term, but I think majority of stablecoins are going to be used for stuff other than crypto, like groceries and rent and shit. Housing. CZ said we're going to see a race towards countries adopting Bitcoin. I love that we've been going to see a race towards countries adopting Bitcoin for 2 fucking years now. And the United States still has yet to purchase any. Cointelegraph, Bitcoin dropped 4% to 114K after Trump's tariff news. Bitcoin, it's not news. That's what bugs me. It's not news. Everyone knew that this was going to happen. It should have been priced in. The people that sold are paper-handed weenies. This is probably just a retrace of the old all-time high. If not, we'll see what happens, but I don't know. You know what the tariffs aren't going to do? They're not going to make the price of Bitcoin go down. They're going to scare people into selling their Bitcoin, which is going to cause the price to go down, but the tariffs aren't actually going to affect Bitcoin. They're just going to affect idiots importing shit from other countries and whining, or even the businesses being like, oh no, we have to cut our profits by like 1% to afford this tariff. I don't give a shit. Just shut up and send me your fucking bananas. I'm hungry, bro. Does it work on food? I don't know. Whatever the tariffs are. It's not, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not an economist. Bitcoin dropped. Oh yeah, Bitcoin also saw 195 million in long liquidations. Crazy. We got our 150K target still apparently. Breakout retest. This said 113. We're sitting at 112 right now. Going lower. See if we break below our old all-time high. It's gonna get spicy here, guys, soon. If it keeps going down, it's gonna get real spicy. What are we thinking? Flexa said, on the right, when you getting your 6K stimmy? Me? All the degens will get all $100, 100x trades back, right? I don't know if the 6K stimmy is a thing. They, like, mentioned it briefly. The 6K is just, like, people making shit up. Trump briefly mentioned a possible, like, rebate from the tariffs, but he didn't give any details. So the 6K is kind of like a fabrication for now. All right, next. Marty Party, in my opinion, buy spot blue chip assets here. The 50% pullback is over. Unfortunately for him, we haven't pulled back 50%. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Tech dev, cup and handles, inverse head and shoulders, whatever you call them. The small one targets 150K and the big one 300. We got, what is that? Oh, this is on ETH. This is on Bitcoin. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I like the similarities. I don't know if I would. I don't know, actually. I have no idea. He draws it. I like Colin Talks Crypto. He's like, how do you get that? He has it drawn right here, bro. Maybe it's log scale. I hate it when people do log scale, dude. It bugs the crap. Maybe on like on higher time frames, I don't mind it. But if they're like, dude, check this. I had one guy way earlier in my stream career. He's like, check this out. And he's like, what's wrong with your chart? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, you have to use log scale. And I was like, what? He like insisted, and I was like, I'm not using log scale. Like, I'll look at it, but I'm not going to use it. It just cracks me up when people are like, my way of charting is right and your way of charting is wrong. They can both be right. I just don't want to give a shit about your way of charting. Sorry. Don't be mad about it. It's fine. Your parents loved you. Stock Money Lizards, Bitcoin. This would be the perfect spot for local bottom. Oversold on intermediate time frames up to 4 hours. Testing daily EMA 50 between 38.2 and 50 FR. I don't know what that means. Franklin Roosevelt, not shown. The panic is soon over and people will once again be chasing the reversal candles. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. Cecil said, it's the end of the dump as we know it. I hope so. That'd be sick. Flexa said they all post in the exact same cup and handle retrace bounce charts. No, they are not. Flexa, they're posting all. They are definitely like stealing each other's things. But if you search, I'll do it after this. If you search altcoins, there's like 8 of one thing, 8 of another. There's like, and if you count all of the individual patterns, there's probably like 30 or 40 of them. And it's just somebody going on the chart and they're like, they find the part of the chart that goes like this, and then another chart that like has something like similar, and then they're like, look, it dipped and then it pumped and then it dipped and then it ran. It dipped and then it pumped and then it dipped and then it ran. And they just like put colors on it, and you're like, whoa, it does look the same. Oh shoot, but this part hasn't played out yet, so it's gonna go to 400K. And I share those charts sometimes because they're fun to look at, but sometimes they're kind of silly. It's kind of silly the way that they just make it up. Which I will say, I feel dumb when I say that because technical analysis is just made up. These are assets which we've made up, and we've given them values which we've made up, on charts which we've made up, and then we put patterns on them which we make up, and we give estimates which is made up by definition. So I think that charting, whether it's oil prices, stocks, cryptocurrency, balancing your freaking checkbook, this whole thing is just one big modernized Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We are all just like lore masters in our own little world of fake internet money. and it's absolutely adorable. Giovanni said, I'm going to start drawing squiggly lines and be a TA master. That is kind of how it goes. Flexus said, and when they're wrong, move them. Exactly. Or just post something different. And then you gotta give the plausible deniability. You gotta be like, well, you know, this is what I see, but if it doesn't work out, no big deal. We'll figure out what to draw tomorrow. That's all it is, man. We're all just artists. This is an artist's world. What do we think? Are we getting a bounce here? I'm not doing shit. Okay. Mr. River said log scale has a small point as far as info, but so do many others. So many that give better metrics. Like I said, I enjoy log scale on higher time frames. On lower time frames, or like for basic, people use it on like they use it as a regular chart all the time, and I don't understand how you do that because everything's like wrong. It's like looking at it's like an architect using a perspective drawing to like spec out and build a house. You can't do that. You need it isometric and to scale, not fucking logarithmic. Cheers, guys. Happy Saturday. Next. Every dip continues to have the crowd thinking maybe top, and that should tell you everything you need to know. Timeline on eggshells since 15K. Wall of worry when it crumbles. I agree with this. I think I was listening to something earlier. Every time we start to go down a little bit, everyone freaks out immediately, calling that it's a bear market, it's over, the bull market's ended, we topped out, whatever. That does not happen when we actually top out. No one knows that we topped out when we top out. It's going to keep doing this. Everyone's going to keep calling bear. And then eventually, they're going to call bear, they're going to call bear, they're going to call bear, they're going to call bear. It's going to get up here, and it's going to top out, and then it's going to start going down. They're not going to call bear. They're going to call bear trap. Or, yeah. And then they're going to call bear trap, and then they're going to call bear trap. And then eventually, we're going to be in bear market, making lows, and they're going to be freaking out because they bought all of this. That's how it goes every single time. It's one big psychological trap. They're probably scooting the calendar a little bit to mess with us because we got a little too locked in on the 4-year cycle. CryptoFace posted, this is... Okay, so I wanted to share this because I thought this was interesting. He said on July 28th, this is now the 4th consecutive week that we have crypto pump on the weekend and sell off into Monday. Are we going to do the same thing? Because the weekend we still got tomorrow, which is Sunday. We could very well pump and then Monday dump. But we'll see what happens. But I thought that was interesting. Max Kaiser says the age of states and central banks is ending and that Bitcoin will rule for the next 500 years. Global monetary reset coming soon. Love that. Next, we got our same inverse head and shoulder. Bitcoin just completed perfect inverted head and shoulder breakout above the neckline. Bullish retest holding. Every technical box is checked. This is how macro moves begin quietly, then violently. Bitcoin is loading the next leg. Don't miss the ignition point. Yeah. So they're using wicks. I don't like to use wicks. So if you use the candle bodies, let's actually go chart this ourselves on a clean chart that doesn't have a snack wrap. We chart this ourselves. I actually see it as well. It looks nice. Go from candle bodies versus wicks. You could still justify, where we're at right now. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. We might even have lower to go. So let me do candle body. Well, actually, maybe not, because we got, it depends on where you go. You got this little break right here. Can we ignore that? I'm just going to ignore it. Hillary's email said, use my link, please. I would really appreciate it. We both get $75 worth of Bitcoin. Your link is not showing up, my friend. YouTube does not allow it. Sorry. You're welcome to smash the like button, though. All right. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I like it. And technically speaking, if that is what's happening here, we might not even get a candle close right there. We might just rebound off of that. That'd be pretty sick. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I like the inverse head and shoulders concept. Pretty concept. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right. Let's see. Next. Ben Cowan posted in all prior post-halving years, 2013, 2017, 2021, Bitcoin was green in July and August and then red in September. So far this year, we have a green July. If August is also green, we might get a seasonal drop in September before a bounce in October. Yep. Thanks for reading it, sir. I subbed as well. I appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, Ben Cowan, spreading the gospel. Somebody named Vivek Sen said someone has been buying 300 Bitcoin worth $33 million every day. He knows something. Who the heck just has that much money? That's actually crazy. Tisha said, damn, 75 bucks. Remember when it was 40, 50 bonus? It's over. No, they go up to like $200. What is the Hillary's emails? What is the link to? What exchange? Because I'm curious for research. Mr. Roberts said, how many people here honestly don't give a poop about this dip? I'm one. All good. I mean, I'm irritated just because I'm getting shafted in my trades. But my long-term bags, I've managed, and I think it's the trading account, honestly. I've managed to completely detach myself from being bothered by any price action when it comes to my long-term bags. Hillary's email said code. What's the exchange though? Kraken. Okay. We got a Kraken code if you guys want to use it. You're welcome. Welcome to use it. Kraken's giving 75 bucks, though. I gotta look that up. Kraken referral code. Kraken referrals. Yeah, refer a friend, get $75 each. What? Okay. That's the beginning of the onboarding, guys. This might be the gateway to the bull market. Like legit. Seriously. That's actually kind of exciting. I'm kind of excited about that. Okay. Appreciate you, my friend. So we got some dude just blowing 33 mil a day on Bitcoin. This one's good as well. Every single time. Bitcoin dips 38%, runs up 38%, runs up 38%, runs up 38, 38, or I'm sorry, 38, 36, 29. I was not reading the number. Yeah. Is what it is. Jack Mallers. This guy, he looks like I would pick him up from elementary school. Like, he looks like my little nephew. I don't know how old he is, but he definitely does not look old enough to be a millionaire. Jack Mallers says, anyone that understands Bitcoin doesn't take 1% of their portfolio and use it as a hedge. Anyone who understands Bitcoin is like their entire portfolio. How long has he been sitting in this empty-ass closet by design? Bro needs to get some clothes, man. It's kind of silly. I thoroughly enjoy the analog mic. Tishu said, Gemini is also giving 75 bucks? Really? That's super interesting. There might be something to that. Next, we got Cole Walmsley. 92% of millennials believe they will never be able to retire. The solution, stop saving in dollars, start saving in Bitcoin. The math tells you the truth. Hell yeah. Tishu said, and trades $100 in the first 30 days. Yeah, dude, it's that easy. With Coinbase's, I think it was 200. It might have been 100. And it might have just been 200 for me because I had my fiance sign up. She KYC'd. You had to sign up, KYC, and then just deposit. I think it was 200 bucks. You didn't have to do anything with it. Just deposit 200 bucks. And then you both get your bonus and you take your money out and that's it. That's literally, what we did. And we got $200 for free. Mr. Roberts said, JJ, you couldn't have hit the nail much harder on the head. Not worrying about long-term bags is so key. Dude, it's nice. And then if I ever do look at them and I'm like, ooh, this really sucks. I hate that this is down so bad. It's because I'm not dollar cost averaging hard enough. That's literally what it is. Because mentally, I'm just worried about the number being down. If my DCA disappears, propping up that stable price, I'm totally fine with that because that just means that I'm going to get more coins, more quantity, and everything's going to increase from there. So if we go down 50%, but I'm still dollar cost averaging, my dollar amount stays the same, I just doubled my bags. Because I waited a month and I wasn't being a baby about it. Let's go. When we hit all-time highs, I'll have twice as much money. I don't know. That's the way that I look at it. It wasn't supposed to be that way. I was totally ready to like retire in a month or a year when I first got in. But I've been in it for like 3-4 years now, and here I am. You know, you gotta adapt to survive. If you don't get rich quick, you gotta get rich. Maybe 5 to 10 year plan. I don't know what's the opposite. Not the opposite of quick. What's like the boring, mediocre version of time frame? You just gotta get rich. That's all it is. If you don't get rich quick, just get rich somehow. Bitcoin every single time. 2017, we got a rejection, support, break, retest, and confirmation. Rejection, support, break, retest, confirmation. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's go time. And then this one I was cracking up at. They're just grabbing some liquidity before it goes higher, Jerry. What does that mean, grabbing some liquidity? The market makers, they sweep the available liquidity. You don't even know what that means, liquidity. No, but they do. And they're the ones using the liquidity. This is literally every single crypto YouTuber on the planet, including myself. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Flexus said, first mill is the hardest. You got this. Come on. I love it. I love it. We all got this, man. We're all about to become seven-figure rich. Cheers, guys. Happy Saturday. Congratulations, Giovanni Fontes, once again on your victory, my friend. Whew. What do we got? It does look like we're getting a little bounce here, which is very exciting. Bitcoin dominance losing 62.5. Is that the spot? I see a wick that's been filled. What if that was it? Ooh. What if I just got a little too front running early with my 62 and we were actually going to 62.5? Highly possible. Everyone's fully anticipating bear market right now. So if we just go up from here, that's probably max pain. I'm just saying. Obviously not financial advice, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Sometimes you just got to make do with what you got. Be happy. And now I'm just saying things. I'm just saying words now. DeGenair said, go, Biddy, go. Let's go. Let's go to the lower time frame, make it a little more exciting. Okay. Okay, I like it. That old all-time high retest has me a little excited, guys. We got inverse head and shoulders on the RSI. Look at that. Beautiful. And let me zoom in so it's easier to see. RSI, inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And that right shoulder also broke above and retested and confirmed bullish on the moving average, the RSI's moving average. So, Asteroid said giveaway on. We already did the giveaway, my friend. If you want to participate tomorrow, it is a daily occurrence. It is 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:50 p.m. EST. You basically submit your guess for the Bitcoin daily close on the Binance USDT chart. Closest without going over wins bragging rights. If you nail the first 6 digits, you win $15 to $20. If you nail all 8, you win $100. We only accept the first 12 entries, and there's only a 5-minute window for you to submit your guess. So make sure you're here at 7:50 p.m. EST for your chance to win. Also, smash the like button and subscribe. Tishu Sharon, Exchange, Gemini. Okay, so that's the Gemini referral thing. Let's see. Gemini referral. You've been invited to Gemini. Let's see. Sign up and trade at least $100 to earn $75 in the crypto of your choice. The more you trade, the more you and your friend will earn. Heck yeah. I hate Gemini. So I might literally, I think I'm going to do that actually. I think I'm going to sign up for that, take that $75 and I'm going to take a bunch of screenshots and email it to them when I peace out with all their money because they're effing losers. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. I'm really not. The Winky Butt twins piss me off. They're like little fucking whiny bitches. Excuse my language. We poor new people, and I'm like swearing up a storm. I apologize. I try not to swear too early in the stream, but we're later into the evening, so I'm a little more relaxed. The Bitcoin 1 hour time frame turned out to be a bust. Price ain't going nowhere. Let's go back to 4. Congratulations, Giovanni Fontes, once again on your victory, my friend. Ladies and gents, what are we at? Let me refresh, see how many likes. You guys smash the like button. Ooh, 19 likes, 19 watching. What? I've never even seen that before. Flexa said Winky Boys. No. Winky Butt. Winky Butt. Winky Butt twins. Yes, Flexa, precisely. Oh, Winkle Boy. Okay, you have your own. Okay, my bad. It's different. Winky Butt and Winkle Boys. 2 different things. Similar. Same, but different. Tisha said, awesome. I don't use them too much anymore, but before they had free crypto withdrawal fees, it was awesome. So here's my thing. Obviously, once you KYC, you can never do it again. Should I do it right now, or should I wait for like peak euphoria when they're giving out like $100, $200 bills? I don't know. Am I even going to care at that point? Maybe I should do it now. Because if I do it now, and then I put the money in, and the price doubles, triples, that's going to be more than after the price is doubled and tripled, and I only get 2 or 3 times as much reward. Yeah, I'll probably do it now. Mr. Bauer said that's a perfect 10, 19, and 19. I agree. It really is. That's exciting stuff. You guys are absolute legends. I thoroughly appreciate every single one of you guys. We've been going for an hour and 43 minutes. Bitcoin's not doing too much. 112, 920, and 85 cents. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map. We got to do our portfolio update as well. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is currently down $154. Not actually that great. Honestly, kind of getting screwed. Currently being held up by Sol, Render, Propi, ADA, and Ondo, being dragged down by Fetch, Doge, Near, Shib, and Aptos. I will say, this lower lineup, the lower 4, has been pretty consistent for a couple of weeks now. So, something to consider. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is down $99. Not bad. SNEK still holding up against GigaChad. Did go down another $5 though. Still sitting at 140. With in profit $60, Pepe's in profit 15, Doge, SNEK, and Giga all down. Chewy said bull run canceled. Yes, it is canceled until the 20% retrace has completed. Then we got our narrative portfolio, my favorite and the best performer. It is still in profit, $48.29. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, 1 real world asset coin, and 1 gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. Pepe's in profit 46, Tao's in profit 16, Fetch is in profit 5, Mana is down $3, and VeChain is down $18. But it's still in profit. And then we got our perfect entry portfolio, which we did just add Ondo to last night, I believe. Currently, what do we got? 6. So we're down $27. Sui is up 9. Link is up 4. Ondo is down 2. Sol is down 12. ETH is down 13. And Render's down 16. But so far, it's not bad. Our goal is to get to 10 coins, so we'll see if we continue to go lower. I'm not going to add one right away because we might get a bounce here. The idea is to try to time the market with this one. We've slowly been adding on dips and lucrative weekend price action. So we'll see if that makes a difference. A-Hole said, well, hello, my friend. We meet again. How you doing, A-Hole? Appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. I do believe that you are on the board as well. I was tallying this up not too long ago, and I saw your name. I think it was from your first participant as well when you won. It was pretty funny. For the daily close contest. Let's see, when was that? That was March 11th. It's been that long. It has been that long. How you doing, my friend? March was when the market really peaked. You want to know how I can tell? You have a question for me? What's your question? Are we getting spicy again? What do you got? Oh, I'm on top chat again because I refreshed for the likes. That's right. My bad. How you doing, Chewy? How's the house? Is it almost done? A-Hole said, do you remember what I said about Tron? It's halfway to 0.5, like I said. I don't remember. Refresh my memory. It is halfway to 0.5. Dang. Oh, it already went up there. It went up there December. That graph is what I like to see. Okay. So you got your break above 30. Rejection at 33. Retest, confirm. We'll fake out. Maybe we're doing a midpoint liquidity pullback. It does seem to have some decent support at 32, though. Tishu said, what do you think about old coins that did well, like Sand, all-time high of 7, and it's at 26 now? So here's my thing. I like these questions because I can actually do a lot to answer them. With Sand, I never liked their barrier to entry, but they have potential because they got the name that like the oldies like us remember. It's sitting at 25 cents. All-time high was $7 ish, maybe even 8. It hit that all-time high November of 2021. Literally go November something in the 20th. $7 Tupo machine is back, baby. What? So then I like to go to the CoinMarketCap historical website, which is awesome, by the way. And let's go to November 2021. And I'll go 21st, actually. So November 21st, 2021. Nope. I want to actually go to the 28th. 28th is way better. My bad. November 28th, 2021. Let's do find and Sand. Sand at the time. Where is it? Am I blind? Hello? There it is, okay. It's number 33. At the time, had a $6.6 billion market cap and 892 million circulating. Now, 2.57 billion. So they've inflated the supply like crazy. Let's do this math. Currently at 2.57 billion. So 2,570,000,000 divided by their previous 892, 246,119. So they 2.88x'd their supply. So in order for them to get back to $7.49, they would need 2.88 times 6.6 billion. They would need, oh geez, what even is this? $19.2 billion market cap, which last bull market was top 15, between top 10 and top 15. So it's not impossible, it's just highly improbable because of how overinflated their supply is now. I would say instead of doing the math that way, I would divide by 2. They're, what am I trying to say? So if they got to the $6.6 billion market cap again, 6.6 billion, 6.6 billion, because they've done that in the past. So I'd say that that's relatively reasonable. Let's just go 7, SHIB. I'm going to go to market cap of Sand with the market cap of SHIB. So their previous all-time high as far as market cap goes, they would put Sand at $2.87, which is just over a 10x. So it's not awful. It's just nowhere near as good as it was before. Does that make sense? That's where Flexa is 1000% correct about inflation. Inflation is bullshit. A-hole said, to refresh your memory, I said it would be at $1 come January 2026 when it was at 24. That market cap doesn't lie. That is true. That is true. You're still looking for $1 at 2026? Is this the same chart that I had? No. Where are my lines at? Come on. My bad. My bad. My bad. What is happening here? Am I struggling? Oh, it's TRX. Ugh. There we go. All right, so you sang, and yes, I'm on the leaderboard, but the crazy Canadians scared me. They were like the mafia. That's great. Dude, the Canadian mafia. We're sorry we have to do this, eh? Thank you, Tishu. I don't know what, my brain was just not working. All right, so you're saying $1. Let's label this bad boy. January 2026. I like it. I like audience submitted price predictions. I do. Let's see, Bitcoin still chilling. I'm on the daily time frame. I'm going to the 4-hour. Congratulations, Giovanni Fontes, once again on your victory. Enjoy your McDonald's snack wrap. Ladies and gents, I do believe that this is where I'm going to love and leave you. I want to play some video games and enjoy my Saturday night. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, as always. If Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. Send this to your friends and family. See if you can get them to subscribe as well. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We got a couple months left. I think we can do it. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Happy Saturday and good night.